Shalom. Come on in the room. Whoa, come on in the room. Yeah, we got so much to talk about. So won't you come on in the room? Now you sing, come on in the room. Whoa, come on in the room. Yeah, we got so much to talk about. I said we got so much to talk about. I said we got so much to talk about. So won't you come on in the room? Come on! Hey, Starfam, how are you doing? Let me just start off with an apology. So I'm doing this thing. I'm not going to tell you guys. I'm not going to tell you guys about what I'm doing until the fall. Like, I'll let you know the whole thing, but I'm working on something. And one of the things that I was working on, having order being like set and like being prepped, being on time, all of that stuff was a part of this process. And so I have my whole week set up, right? So today was set up. Like it was working. It was smooth with it. Everything was working as it should be, right? To the point where I was like so proud of myself. So I wake up mad early. I set my reminder for this live. Go to the gym, come back, have breakfast, chat with my mom about the day, come up to my room, take a nap, wake up, get ready for this live, literally with my water, sitting down in my chair, going over my notes. It hits me. I haven't watched the episode. I have been up for like 8 hours already. I have been up since like 5 a.m. I have not watched the episode. So when I sat down in the chair about to get ready to go on live, I realized that. So I had to change my live. It was scheduled at 12. I had to change it to 1. I apologize to everybody, especially my West Coast Barbies who watched me during their lunch break. I humbly apologize. I had no idea that I didn't watch the episode because I don't watch the show live like I used to. I used to watch it live when I had a Twitter because that's when it was fun, right? I only watch the live shows because I like to hop in on the Twitter commentary and it's always jokes. Twitter has become so toxic and just so demonic that I just deleted it. And so since I no longer have a Twitter, I don't do that anymore. So now I watch the episode the next morning on Peacock. 1, because I like the fact that it's not censored. And 2, it's just the episode, no commercials. So I do prefer that anyway. And that's what I do every Monday morning. If not before, after the gym, I watch the episode. I didn't do that today. I don't know why. I got so caught up. You know what? I do know why. My mom asked me about my latest vlog, my Palm Springs vlog, and she wanted to watch it. I end up watching it with her, but that was the time I was supposed to be watching the episode. I'm so sorry. Please forgive me. Throw your tomatoes if you must. I'm so sorry. I literally sat down in this chair and it hit me. Right before I hit go live, it hit me. I didn't watch the episode, so please forgive me. I had to change the time, but I watched it and it's fresh on my mind, so we're going to have a good time. Thank you for all of those who could adjust. I apologize for those who were not able to adjust. You're going to have fun in the replay game. Forgive me. Happy Monday, Alex. Hey, love like you are. Happy Monday. Hey, Greta. Hey, Vodka. Of course, you're here. Hey, Kay. Kay said, hello, everyone. Don't watch, but it's Nikki, so I'm here. I love you, Kay. Thank you. Spency said, hey, NikkiStar and Starfam. I'm in the office watching this. Thank you for being here. Tony. Tony said, hey, Starfam. Let's start with some likes. And how is everyone doing? Thank you so much, Tony. Vodka says, so happy for this live because everyone has been so annoying today and just ready to relax and chat. Amen. Hey, Pink Petals. Vodka also said, we have crowns by our name, by the way. I love it. What that mean? What does that mean? Let me know. Are y'all seeing crowns on your names? I don't see nothing. Let me know. Hey, Uptitty said, Nikki, I fear this is the end of Real Housewives of Atlanta. Each episode gets more and more boring. Yeah, it wasn't a good one. It wasn't a good one. Like, Phaedra has done nothing to, like, and I'm not saying, this sounded mean and I apologize, but it's just like they did this big thing about Phaedra coming back and it's like, it just got worse. Oh my God, it got worse. Hey, Kiki. She said, truth is on side. Tony says, I don't watch the show, just here to socialize. What is one thing you guys are looking forward to this week? Pride. I'm looking forward to Pride. I can't go to the Pride parade in LA this Sunday because I'll be out of town. So I'm thinking, oh, wait, when is Pride in Palm Springs? That's the one I've been dying to go to. When's the Pride parade in Palm Springs? That would be fun. When's the parade? November 9th. Oh no. So is LA the only one with the Pride? How do you not have a parade during Pride? What is happening, Palm Springs? Oh, it's November 6th. Oh wait, is this just Pride for Cali? What's going on? Oh no, I'm not going to be able to go to any Pride parades. When is New York Pride? Oh my gosh. I haven't been to Pride for the past 3 years. I'm not myself. June 29th. Oh, the Pride. What day is Pride? Oh my God. I love the parade. Oh my God, I had a fabulous time. Oh, New York Pride. Oh, you gotta go. June 29th. Okay, the new Pride March. Oh, rise up, Pride and protest. Oh, the march starts okay. It will also be held on the same day. Oh, it's in Jackson Heights. Every year on the first. Wait, I'm confused. Anybody in New York can tell me where Pride is? Because I'm seeing a Pride March. Is that the same thing as the Pride Parade? Let me know. Oh my gosh, I thought I was going to be able to go to another Pride Parade. Anyway, there's should be some events. I know they got Pride Bingo here next week. I think I might do that. But I'm looking for like some Pride events to go to because I can't go to the Pride Parade this Sunday. But that's what I'm looking forward to. The Pride events. It's so much fun. Hey, D, how are you? Oh, you did. Don't look for me. I'm not in the next season. But, they're still filming, so. Hey, Kiki, how are you? Eva said, hey, Nikki and Starfam, you came right on time to help me finish the day at work. Amen. Hey, Mama Star. Mama Star is here. Mama Star said, hi, Star family. Mama Star is here for the festivities. I just wanted to let you all know that I love each and every one of you. Oh, thank you, Mama. Spencer said the vlog was so good. Thank you. Guys, it was so much fun. I just love Palm Springs. And thank you, Tony, for posting my vlog here in the chat. Hey, the N and the H, thank you for being here. Hey, Shad Pearl. Hey, Patty Boot, what's up? Love Like You Are said, at least you'll probably get to watch Love Island USA tomorrow live. Oh, yeah, it does start tomorrow. Yes, I'll be able to do that. So I guess my first live for Love Island will be Wednesday. That's good. That is good. Oh, thank you. It's my the devil is a liar. Yeah. Because it's true. Don't let him in. Al Boogie said, whoop, whoop, lurking at work. I need 3B Jesus to come with the blessing. Sir, how long I got to stay working here? Listen, I understand. But call on him. He'll answer. Hey, Cammy. Thank you for being here. And thank you for being here, Al Boogie. Hey, it's that Kimmy. I don't like her as a mean girl. I guess this is who she was on Married to Medicine. I don't like this. I do not like, because it's like now she's trying to like have some issue with Drew just because everybody else is. I don't like it. I don't like it. She's not eating. She's not eating. The NNH said, yeah, I saw the crowns last time. I have no idea. Oh, there's crowns next to our names? Oh, I think that's lovely. I think it's lovely. OMG, I don't see them though. I know you got a wrench, but I don't see that. CM says, I don't blame Phaedra. This is on Porsha. She's the anchor, right? Well, supposed to be her season. Then it became a Shamia season. Like, I don't know what's going on over there in production. I don't know what's going on over there in editing. But this season, snooze fest. Vodka said, I think the Crowns means you participate a lot in lives, but I'm not sure. Okay. Maybe y'all can see it on YouTube's end, because I'm on StreamYard, so I probably can't see it. But I probably will see it if I watched it in YouTube. Thank you, Mama Star. Mama Star said, please make sure you like and subscribe the video and do comment. Thank you, Mom. Vodka said, did the views for the show go down again? Was Faye on this latest episode? She was as well. Yes, she was on this latest episode. I don't know about the views. I do know that I was not amazed this episode. It was really easy for me to get through it. Normally I'm stopping and taking notes. I just was able to breeze through it. Oh, it's in August. Oh, that's cool. I've never been to San Jose. I think I drove through it. Oh, thank you guys. I really like this one, man. Thank you. Oh, it's always the last weekend in June. Great. We're going to do New York Pride. We're going to do New York Pride. Yes. No, that's the second to last week, so I'm good. Yes, I'm going to check my calendar, but I might be doing New York Pride. Hey, how are you? Spitzy said, I've only gone to Pride twice, but I've always had a good time. New York Pride was amazing. Like, I went to LA Pride. It was so much fun. But New York Pride, that city was just amazing. That's exactly what I was going to say next. Thank you, the NNH. The NNH said, people, be careful at Pride with this administration. Absolutely. Absolutely. Greta said, each borough tends to have their own pride before the big parade in Manhattan. Okay. Thank you. Spitzy's giving us dates. She says starting at the 20. We're starting. Starting at 26th Street and 5th Avenue, dispersing 15th and 7th Ave. The site says this. Thank you, Spitzy. Thank you, Nakia. You're so sweet. Oh, Black LA Pride is the first weekend of July. Hey, Joe, that's my baby. Thank you for being here. I didn't know there was a Black LA Pride. Oh, I love that. Black LA Pride. Oh, okay. Oh, yes. Oh, okay. Joe, inbox me. Let me know what days you're going. Hey, Boo Sola, thank you for being here. Missy said, be who you are for your pride. Love like you are said, I hate that everyone is jumping on Drew. Same. We are absolutely going to talk about that. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much, Tony. Let me see. Because it's probably on YouTube. I can't see it on StreamYard. Oh, yeah, it is on YouTube. Oh, that's so cool. YouTube, that's an amazing feature. Oh, that's so cool. Yeah, I can't see it on StreamYard, but it's on YouTube. Oh, that's awesome. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I don't know. Like, she just got here. She just got here. She should not be in anything with anybody. Hey, Lucky. Are you taking Pilates? Yes, I'm definitely going to that one. I'm definitely going to that one. Let me know if you're going. Oh, thank you. These were a hit in Pasadena. When I went to Badass Bakery in Pasadena with Mia Drew, we did a review of that bakery. It's on Instagram. Everybody loved these earrings. The Dina loved the earrings. Jade said, I kind of hate how nasty people are being about this season and even the views. It's basically an all new cast, all their first season. It's a whole cast job to show up and deliver. I agree. CM said, I mean, the voice actor for John Redcorn on King of the Hill was under. Oh, that's some information I was not aware of. Oh, no. This is recent? I know one of them. Oh, no, that was Rick and Morty. Okay. Oh, I did not know about gay pride. Thank you, Joe. Black gay pride in LA. Oh, no. It's 2 hours ago. What? Wow. Ciao. Yes, be careful at Pride, guys. Be careful. Oh, what is the Toronto one? Oh, maybe the end of June. Yeah, be careful. Lord. But she's got to be funny. And Phaedra used to be funny. That was the thing. Phaedra was never, her thing was never a mean girl. It was comedy as well. The majority of the cast was comedy. I think every last one of them. That was their thing. We've talked about this before. The Real Housewives of Atlanta needs to get back to basics. It works for them. Comedy, funny. That's what this is supposed to be, the lighthearted show. I'm telling you, after Phaedra made that comment about Candy to Porsha, the energy just shifted, and this show has not been right ever since Phaedra said that lie. The N and the H said, I know they are doing the King of the Hill reboot, so I didn't hear about it. That it just happened. Yeah, 2 hours ago. 2 hours ago. Wow. We're going to end with Tony letting us know about the Toronto Pride. The celebration kicks off with a special events on Thursday, June 26th, followed by the festival weekend, June 27th and 28th, and finishing parade on Sunday. Oh, I love that. I love that. Be careful, Starfam, myself included. I'm keeping my head on swivel. I said I was going to end with that, but I do want to end with this because this was good. CM says, since Porsha said that Phaedra said that lie, remember Porsha is the one who said it, and Porsha lies like a rug. But remember the reunion. Phaedra admitted it, and it changed everything. Jade said, honestly, the energy shifted with Kenya coming on. That brought dark, nasty energy seasons before Phaedra and Candy. I will say that the energy did shift when Kenya came on because the show finally had a villain. And I will say this. I don't think the Real Housewives of Atlanta needed a villain. I think it was doing great with just, the fun shade. And, I think it was doing great. We didn't need a villain. But I do think that Kenya came in and did her thing. F. Tinney said, if Phaedra would truly repent and give us an insight as to why she would do that to Candy like that, I think it could truly start a new chapter for her on the show. It's hard to be mad at a sincere apology. I agree. Let's get into it. So the girls are getting ready to head to Grenada for their first international group trip of this season, and they are everybody is bringing donations over to Shamia. I guess she is the one getting everything together, so they're to send off to Grenada. So everybody is bringing their items there, and Waffles pulls up, and Brit pulls up, and Waffles is dropping off a lot of stuff, and then Brit pulls up with like one box. Oh, Brit, and I just wanted to talk about that because let me bring her up. I just wanted to talk about that because I think we're not going to be able to enjoy Brit because Brit is living a lie, right? So Brit comes up and she has like this one box, and Shamia has her comedy moments. Shamia digs in the box and she puts her arm all the way in because it's like an empty box. So basically, what I believe happened is that Brit brought the box and didn't expect for Shamia to open it, but she wanted to look like she had brought a lot of stuff because that's what the ladies were doing. And Shamia started opening the box and it was like literally nothing in it, right? It was like, some toilet tissue, and that was pretty much it. And then her confessional, Brit was just like, well, Shamia told me at the last minute, and so I had to do what I had to do. And Shamia was just like, is anybody else? Like, are you going to bring anything else? Is this it? And Brit was like, oh, well, I have somebody who was going to bring more stuff. She was absolutely lying. This imaginary man with the more stuff for the donation, he never materialized. And this is why I believe the audience cannot connect to Brit, because this is not who Brit is. I think that Brit is participating in a show with people who are high above her tax bracket. And I am not saying this as shade. I am working class, right? All of these ladies, probably except Brit, are high above my tax bracket, right? The dollars they spend, I can only imagine. The coins they collect, I'm praying about. So this is not to down Brit. This is to actually get her to be honest about her journey. Hopefully, right? If she gets another season, to be honest about her journey, because I think that is where she will build her audience. That is when the audience will want to hear her and see her story. Brit does not seem interesting to me because I feel like there's a block. And the block is, this isn't who she is. This is a facade, right? She's trying to act like and appear as if she is a lady who lunches. And she isn't, right? She's a lady that has to clock in to a 9 to 5. And this, who she really is, she does not want to put on the show because she wants to keep up with the Joneses, but she is constantly exposed for not being able to keep up with the Joneses. I will say this, she needs to go the Bethany Frankel route, right? Bethany Frankel was someone who grew up with money, had an unstable mom who lost the money, right? So they only had money as long as her mom was with a rich guy. And when her mom wasn't, she was the poor one of the group, right? So when the Real Housewives of New York started, she knew these people because she knew these people through the men that her mom was with, and those men had money. So she knew of them. She lived around some of them at times because her mom was with men who had money. When the mom wasn't with the man, that lifestyle left her. So she started off as the partially in and out of working class cast member who was the only one who literally had to go to work, who literally had to make something of herself. I think that Brit could take that role. I think it's pride keeping her away from that. Show up in your confessionals looking cute, right? And be like, listen, I had to work hard to get this. And if I can't get what I need to take care of that mortgage, I might have to sell some of this stuff. Okay, I might have to put some stuff up on Poshmark. Put my link in the bio, bravo. Like, just let's make this your story. Let's talk about it. Be like, I had it and I lost it. Be honest about your story. I had this license. It didn't work out because there was something that I messed up on. I'm paying the price for that, but I'm working to get back. There are so many more people who watch this show who could identify with you than the rich ladies on this show. That's how you become a star. Be honest, be open, be vulnerable. And for the Real Housewives of Atlanta, make it funny. Make it funny and make it relatable. Can I help you? No, Mom is downstairs in the pantry. God bless you. I don't know, but what are you doing? You're supposed to be watching my live.
I am. I got it on. But why did you ask about all them Pride things? You're not going to all of that?
Mom, I'm going to Pride.
For what?
I had a great time. I need to bring you to New York Pride. Oh, you would love it.
No, I wouldn't.
You would love New York Pride.
New York gets on my nerves.
Oh, well, that I do understand. But we might go to Black LA Pride.
I was down at who was I at yesterday? I was down there yesterday when it started down Melrose.
Mom, I'm doing a live.
And I'm gonna tell you something. They held up all this daggone
Mom, thank you. Thank you. I'm sorry. Anyway, Mama Star. Anyway, I think that she would have a much better time with the audience in this show if she was just honest. It's like, we know you don't have it. And that's okay, because a lot of us watching, we don't have it. You will be able to garner a huge part of this audience because they relate to you. Be honest. There are so many people like you. There are so many people who are surrounded by rich people who do not have access to that kind of wealth. Be that. Be that. Just be honest about your situation. Because it was obvious that she was lying. It was obvious that she was uncomfortable when Shamia started opening the boxes. It was obvious that she made up this guy that was dropping off more donations. Mama, you ain't got it. You ain't got it. And that's okay. That is okay. Portia's a mess, right? But I'll give it to her. She's funny. So Porsha and Drew have a sit down. Another one. And this sit down is supposed to be a sit down that has them air out their grievances and they get back on track and they move on. So Drew shows up in go naked hair, right? In a wig that was made with go naked hair. And the producers asked Porsha about it. And she said, "That's not go naked hair." And the producer says, "Yes, it is." And then we see an image of Drew posting that she was wearing go naked hair. And Porsha goes, "Oh, well, there must be a blend." That was go naked hair. Maybe Drew bleached the mess out of it, but that was go naked. That was go naked. So anyway, now she's on the rooftop. Raising a boomer is not for the weak. Anyway, so these two, Drew and Porsha, sit down. I'm Team Drew with this whole entire episode. I'm Team Drew with this entire episode because it's starting to give bullying to me. It's starting to give bullying. It's starting to give the popular girls picking on the girl that's on the outside right now. And the thing that bothers me about it is that it is women who have experienced divorce, and the majority of it is coming from a woman who is currently going through a divorce right now. So I don't understand how you cannot be relatable to this woman and what she's enduring, Porsha, when you are going through the same thing and you are asking for grace while you go through it, and you are not doing the same with Drew. So they sit down and Drew and Porsha start talking about their issues. And first of all, Drew, you better than me. No way I'm going to a sit down with my current enemy and I'm wearing her business and promoting it. Now, I will show up with her competitors here on. A Kenya Moore hair care wig, something, but I would not be wearing go naked. So anyway, they sit down and Drew has some really, really good points. Porsha is creating an issue with her and Dennis. I think Porsha knows that Dennis was lying and embellishing about his relationship with Drew. I think that Dennis and Porsha have a very toxic relationship, and the both of them are playing these baby mama, baby daddy games, right? Where they're in it, they fall in and out of love, and then people who they date or marry get caught up in their nonsense. I don't think these two will ever be done. I think this is a cat and mouse game that these two are going to continue to play until they both get too old to be out in them streets and then finally settle down and work it out, right? So unfortunately, Drew is now a casualty in their baby mama, baby daddy toxic relationship. I do not believe that Porsha believes that Drew is trying to sleep with Dennis. I do not believe that Porsha believed that Dennis told her that Drew was trying to have sex with her. I don't believe any of that. What I do believe is that Porsha has an issue that Dennis is spending time with a woman that ain't her. And she has an issue with it because when she was married, she wasn't thinking about that man. Now that she's getting a divorce and she's back out there, now all of a sudden everything is about Dennis. Because even if Drew was filming with Dennis, and if Porsha was married, I don't think that if she was still married, I don't think she would have cared. But now she's making it an issue because I feel like Porsha has her eyes set on Dennis now, that this situation with Simon did not work out. So she constantly is creating issues with Drew just because she's just a jealous person, especially jealous about whatever this man has going on. There's no problem. And Drew keeps on trying to tell her that's not it. And Porsha keeps on moving the goalposts. Before you said you were upset because Dennis told you that Drew was trying to sleep with him. Now all of a sudden you don't care about that anymore. Now you care about the fact that she let people believe that her and Dennis were sleeping together. Where did that come from? I thought you were upset because Dennis told you that you said that Dennis told you and showed you the text messages that she was trying to sleep with him. Now that you realize that that's not a lie, all of a sudden your story changes. And now it's, oh, why are you letting this rumor go on and why are you not stopping it? When did you even ever say that was the problem? It was something else. Now you're creating another issue. And then you say to this woman while she's going through a divorce, oh, well, you have a boyfriend, so why not just tell people that you have a boyfriend so they don't think that Dennis and you are dating? When is Dennis ever going to be held accountable for everything, for anything? Why is everything always put on Drew, who has constantly told you what this relationship was? And you had no problem with it when you were married. Now you have a problem with it because you're back out on the streets. It's ridiculous. She moves the goalposts every time for what issue that she has with Drew. Drew can't clear it up enough because one thing's for certain, Drew's story never changed. She keeps, every time she sits down with Porsha, she says the same thing. Nothing changes. Porsha's, her issue, everything that she says changes every time. Now it's a new issue. It's ridiculous. You have no issue with this woman. The issue is with your baby daddy, who you have a very toxic and complicated relationship with. That's your issue. You're mad at him because he won't respect the boundaries that you set in your relationship with him and the relationship that you expect for him to have with the people in your life that you have brought to him. So because he won't respect those boundaries, now you're going to everybody else. Dennis won't respect the boundaries. I need you to respect the boundaries. How does that make any sense? Because he won't set them. I need you to create boundaries for him. Because he won't do what I need for him to do to make me feel safe and secure in our relationship. So I need you to alter and change yourself so that he can be a person that I can respect. That sounds crazy. He doesn't respect you. So now you're trying to force Drew to make him into somebody that will respect you and treat you the way that you want to be treated. That sounds crazy, Porsha. That sounds crazy. Your issue is with Dennis. It's not with Drew. But you don't want to set him off because you want a relationship with him. So all your frustration, you're going to take out on Drew. And because right now during filming, you're the HBIC. So all of these flunky, big grown women are going to follow behind you and create an issue with Drew. That's the reason you don't like Angela, because she's standing on the island by herself. You're not going to say nothing to Miss Oakley. She has her own mind. Now, when it comes to Charles, Lord knows. But within this group, absolutely not. Y'all not running her. And that's why y'all don't like her. I also didn't like how when Drew was defending herself, Porsha's just like, oh, you're getting angry and defensive and aggressive. I'm going to leave. She's getting angry, right? Which I didn't see. I didn't see anger. I didn't see aggression. I saw her combating the things that you were saying. Because when you brought up Black, right? And we're also going to talk about favoritism in this show. When you brought up Black, She said, I'm not seeing anybody. I'm going through a divorce. She was letting you know, as a woman who is also experiencing the same thing, my divorce is messy. I can't be, even if I am right now, I can't be dating someone because I'm divorcing a messy person who is going to take everything that I say and do here on this show and take me to court and try to duke it out with me. So no, I'm not seeing anybody. No, I'm not dating anybody. And then when she says who you're dating, oh, I'm not dating it. Oh, I'm not dating him. No, that's not, no. Now you want to get defensive. But you threw something back at her. So she's defending herself against what you threw. And she picked up the same rock and threw it back at you. Now she's angry, defensive, and aggressive, and you want to leave because it's not going anywhere. It's not making sense. And let's get to the favoritism of the show. Because not only does Porsha bring up Black, who Drew is allegedly dating, bring up Black, the show shows a picture of, I believe it's Drew, Dennis, and Black, or Dennis and somebody else, or Dennis and the guy, but the face is blurred because the show didn't get his permission to show his image, right? I know the show got that from Dennis. But when it came time to talk about who Porsha was dating, the name is bleeped out. And we see no pictures of this man. So who she's dating and messing with while going through a divorce is protected. Drew doesn't get that same privilege. Favoritism on this show, which makes sense why Drew's edit looks the way it looks. Porsha is the cow of the Real Housewives of Atlanta. Let's move on. Let's move on to Waffles. Waffles, Lamont did you dirty, right? And I know in your confessional you wanted to defend him, but let's talk about a friend, right? So Waffles is preparing to go to Grenada. Her friend Lamont is going to be helping out with her children because she cannot rely on her children's father because they are going through a very messy and dangerous divorce. So as she's preparing, she's letting Lamont know, you got to pick up the kids. This is the time you have to pick the kids up. They're going through the whole schedule. Then Lamont lets her know that he talked to her ex-husband. Now, I don't know a lot about Miss Waffles. But what I do know is that she is absolutely terrified of that husband. Because when Lamont said that he spoke to him, she froze. The color drained from this lady's face. And everything in her shifted. I don't know why her friend, who has been there in the trenches with her, would even say that to this woman on camera. Because it was very obvious. She didn't know about that phone call. And she didn't know that was going to happen. She froze when he said that, right? And then he says, oh, well, I talked to him because it was just like, you two got to get this right. Why the hell she got to get something right with the man that she has said several times physically harmed her? And why are you as a friend contacting this man? I don't care if y'all were friends before. He put his hands on your friend. That's your enemy now. Y'all have no relationship. And no, it's not about the kids. Because if he put his hands on the mother of his children, the children are next. So I don't understand him bringing that up. I don't understand him still having a relationship with this man to the point where he's just like, this needs to be fixed. What needs to be fixed? He needs to be put under a prison and stay there. Nothing needs to be fixed. And Waffles, Miss Kelly was very smart in her confessional to talk about how much Lamont has done for her and how great of a person he is, because that scene did not look good for him at all. Kelly started off that scene happy, excited, having a really good time, getting ready to go to Grenada. She ended that scene crying and shaking just from Lamont mentioning that man's name. I didn't like that, Kelly. Watch that. Absolutely watch that. Absolutely watch that. So anyway, the ladies arrived to Grenada, and listen, the suites are cute. It's nice. The suites are cute. It's nice. But when Shamia and Kelly were just like, you guys are sharing rooms, I'm like, what? Listen, they're sharing suites. Fine. It's cute. The suites are nice, but I'm like, the Real Housewives of Atlanta, we gotta get some money on here. We gotta get some money on here. We would never see such things in Beverly Hills. Like every lady at the as long as the show has been on, every lady at this point should have had their own villa. Like, I'm sorry, I'm not watching this show just to see you guys wear, cute little garments and drive around Atlanta. One of the main housewives of all of these housewives shows is money. And I need to see it. Again, the villas, the suites were cute. They should have all had their own room or a villa. Why do I have to wait to see grandeur with Beverly Hills or Miami? The suites are cute. The suites are cute. Let's up the money. I want to see more. I want to see more. Step the money up, period. Also, Cynthia, again, why don't I have Cynthia's picture? I'm so sorry, Cynthia. Did she ever take a cast photo? I'm gonna do it right now to see if she has a cast photo. Because I haven't seen it. Is it on the Bravo site? Oh, wait. Oh, no, that's a different show. Yeah, I don't see her image for season 16. Oh, here it is. This is something. Okay. Okay, I found something. Hold on, y'all. I found something. Oh, it's on Instagram. Okay, I found something. I found a pic of her. I'm going to bring it up. It's not the pic I'm going to use for the reviews moving forward, but this is something that we'll use for right now. Let's get into Cynthia. So Cynthia is a bit more active on the show. This episode, she is staying in a room with Drew, which I think is great because everybody has been beating up on Drew. Somebody who is partial and has no issues with Drew needs to be rooming with her. That lady has been beat up enough. I mean, it's ridiculous. I hate when grown women act like this. Especially when they are in the same situation. Show some grace to another woman. Like, it's insane. And it's also unnecessary. Anyway, so Cynthia has a new man. She says he's younger than her, and she calls him Amsterdam. I did a little digging and I found out why she calls him Amsterdam. It's because he's from Amsterdam and his name is LaPrince. And here are a few pictures of them. This is Cynthia and LaPrince. Now, she said that LaPrince is younger than her. How much younger? She said he's a lot younger than me. By how much? It got to be 4 years. No shade. How old is this man? She said he's a lot young. He said he's a young man, so he's always ready to go. Amen. Love is love. But she, is out there again, a divorcee. She's experiencing life, and she really likes LaPrince. He's a Taurus. She seems very excited to talk about him. She's not keeping him a secret because, as you see, they've been at several events together, and she did an interview on Bravo about him. So maybe we'll see him later in the season or next season if LaPrince wants to be on camera. But shout out to Cynthia. Good for her. Good for her. This is what I want to see. I want to see them ladies get back up on the horse. Okay? I want to see it. Divorce is not it. It's not the end. That's the closing of one chapter. Let's start another one. That's what I want to see. That's what I want Porsha to be. I want her to start dating and getting out there again and having a good time. Yes, after divorce, the same thing with Drew. But I want Porsha to stop being so hung up on Dennis, because that man just rattles that woman's brain. The hold he has on her is crazy. Crazy. But that's what I want for her. But shout out to Cynthia. Congrats to you and Mr. LaPrince. How old is Cynthia? She looks younger. Let's get into how all the ladies are trying to gang up on Drew. So Waffles, at their first dinner, Waffles decides that she's going to be the mediator for this group. Listen, I'm fine with the new girls taking positions and doing what they need to do. But like, Waffles, I don't see you interacting with people enough to make some of the observations that you have made. She sits down at the table and she's like, let's everybody just fix their issues. And we first start off with Shamia and Porsha. And Shamia and Porsha segment really threw me off, because I'm just like, Shamia, you lying. You lying. So Waffles says to Drew, you have an issue with everybody here but Cynthia. Me and Drew were like, what? When did that happen? How does Drew have an issue with everybody but Cynthia? I don't know. What, maybe it was cut out of the season, but I haven't seen Drew having issues with everybody but Cynthia. So she says, first, there's something going on with you and Shamia. So the conversation turns to Shamia, and Shamia is just like, Drew just keeps on saying things about me, and I don't like how, she says the things that I don't like the things that she says about me, and I don't like the lapdog comment. Then Drew is like, well, the lapdog comment came back to you because you took a conversation that I had with you at your session, and you took it back to Porsha, and it was not what was said. And Shamia is just like, yes, it was. And I'm like, Shamia, you were messy in that situation, because what Drew said and how she said it was not how you said it back to Porsha. You were absolutely being messy. You were absolutely causing dissension. Drew was not saying, did not make that comment about what we're doing here to pay for PJ's college graduation. She was not saying it in a way like, oh, Porsha and Dennis are so broke, they need my help. They need me on the track to get them out of the trenches. That's not what she said. That's exactly how you brought it back, though. And that's exactly how you felt. Now, I don't know if you felt that way because you're privy to some financial tea that we don't have, but you took that as an insult. A PJ's college graduation is paid for. I do know that. Why even say that? It was not said in a way to take anybody down. So why say that? Maybe that's how you felt about their financial situation, and you took it as an insult. But Shamia, like her bestie, will not take responsibility for being messy, and she does not have to, because at this point, Drew is the target of the group. She's on the outskirts, so all of the other girls have linked up and, got behind the biggest bully of the season, and it's just like, if Porsha don't like her, we don't like her, except for Miss Oakley, because then Miss Oakley jumps in and she's like, well, what's going on with y'all two? Because the issues that we have had in this group are because Shamia and Porsha have not been on the same page. And we've had those issues because of what Shamia is telling us about what Porsha is doing to her. And Shamia goes, what have I told y'all? And I'm like, Shamia, we've watched several scenes of you talking about how poorly Porsha treats you. So nobody's making this up. But this is why I don't get in people's friendships. This is why I don't get in people's friendships, relationships. I don't do none of that, right? Because now that Porsha and Shamia have made up, all of a sudden Shamia got amnesia. She don't know what was said. She don't know what was done. She done forgot everything. She done forgot she said anything to anybody. Now everybody who was either coming to her defense or had an issue with Porsha about how she treated Shamia is now sitting there looking dumb because Shamia acting crazy. She don't remember nothing. She ain't hear nothing. And I'm telling you guys, next season, if this entire cast come back, If Porsha and Shamir are at odds, don't get involved. Don't get involved. These two have been friends since they were children. They probably always falling out. That's what that relationship gives anyway. They're probably always falling out. Don't get in the middle of it because they're going to make up and then they're going to team up against you. Because Porsha was like, don't get involved, Angela. Shamia made her involved. Shamia involved her in the mess in your relationship. Child, don't get involved. Just observe. If they want to tell you something, be like, oh, really? Wow. Don't give an opinion, nothing. Because they're going to make up and be back besties, and you're going to be looking stupid. And you know what they're going to do when they're back besties again? Everything that you said to them when you was defending one friend from the other, they're going to sit and talk about those comments, and then both of them are going to have issues with the people they didn't talk to about each other. Messy. Don't get involved. Don't get involved. Oh, wait a minute. What the hell happened to my notes? Oh, anyway, sorry, my notes got mixed up. Anyway, the last thing I want to say about this, whole thing with Drew. I think Drew did a great job defending herself at this table where Waffles pointed out that she had an issue with everybody because she was making very good points, solid points. But the thing about it is, poor thing, everybody has taken a side, right? I think the only people that Drew has right now to probably even film with where it won't be a contentious situation is either Angela or Cynthia, because Cynthia is an OG. Nobody's going to beef with her. And Cynthia doesn't need to beef with anybody or take a side to be accepted into the group. She already has a built-in audience here. So she's always going to stand on her own. And that's just how Angela is. Like, she's just going to, Miss Oakley's just going to stand on her own. She's been like that since the day she stepped into this group. So Drew might have a better time filming with those two ladies because everybody else has gotten behind Porsha. I think Drew is going to get a break because I think Brit is going to be the next person that everybody goes after. And I was surprised that Waffles said that Drew has a problem with everybody at the table when it's really Brit. Brit gets into it with everyone, even the people defending her. But that's all I have to say. Chin up to Drew. I think she, is taking a lot of this in stride, especially what she's going through while she's currently filming this season. It sucks that she don't really have the support of a lot of the ladies, but I think she is standing her ground. And I see her point in this entire situation. And I agree with her. So for right now, Team Drew. Don't make me change my mind next episode, Drew. I'm rocking with you. I ain't never been here, so this is new territory. We will see. That's all I have to say about this episode. What do you guys have to say? Let's get into it. It can be said, it's not that Brit is faking her wealth. They're all faking to some degree. It's that she's tacky. Okay. I agree. I think they're all faking to some degree. I just think that Brit can't hide it as well as others. She did not expect for Shamia to open that box, child. Oh my goodness. When Shamia opened that box, she was so stuck. I'm like, girl, just be you. The Internet Age said Brit's brokenness started showing these last two episodes. It absolutely did. Yes, Kelly is Waffles. Gabrielle said, I don't like Phaedra's tagline without Candy being there. She isn't burying anything. She's just there. I agree. I agree. Joe said in the beginning, Phaedra was actually the villain. She just made people think it was Kenya. Then Kenya just stuck to that role. Joe, you are right. Joe, you are right. In the beginning, the villain was Phaedra because she had a problem with Kenya because Apollo was attracted to Kenya. Joe, you're right. You are absolutely right. Love Like You Are said the streets were saying that Brit stole that toiletry from. Okay. Oh, she is. Poor thing is out of her league. But I'm like, she has a great character in just being herself. She really, really does. Joe said being the broke housewife is a solid storyline. Yep. I don't know why Brit just didn't lean into that. Of course, it's probably pride. You know what I mean? But girl, you could lean into that. That's where Bethany Frankel started. Now look at her. Well, you know, she's a nut job. But before then, Gabrielle said, but we would bring at least $100 worth of tissue. Like, dang, all she had was one pack. I would have went to the Dollar Tree and threw 100 at them and said, let's pack this up. Poor thing. The cast is still waiting for this imaginary man who had all of her donations to arrive at Shamia's place. Still waiting. It's that Kimmy said, Bethany was my fave for the longest because of how authentic she seemed. Yep. The authenticity, it actually worked for her. Now she's no longer relatable, so she's not fun. GP said also they need Kenya. She would have had so much fun shade for that terrible party. Oh, her one-liners would have been amazing. Her one-liners would have been amazing. For a broom. That can't wait. That can't wait. Look at her. Jen from Orange County. Every other episode, she was getting evicted. And my, oh my, did she take us on a journey? Did she take us on a journey? She was like, yeah, okay, so I'm getting evicted tomorrow. Does that mean I can't buy a Gucci purse? Oh, she was such good TV. I said, if you're going to do it like that. Do it like that. Love Like You Are said, Jennifer from Real Housewives Orange County, we talk about how broke she is. Brit should have no problem. Yep. And she was just honest with it. And it was a good storyline because them ladies hated it. They were like, you got no money. Why are you constantly shopping? And Jen was just like, okay, so I don't have any money. Do I have to look like it? Woo! And then I said, unfortunately, Brit doesn't know how to be relatable. That woman, okay. All right. JG said, I think Brit will be back next season and do a lot better. It takes time for people to get their sea legs. It does. And I really do hope that she's just herself. Because she's going to become the most popular one. Especially now when America is just tanking financially. We're all going to be in a recession. Everybody's going to be broke. You can easily become the star. Easily. I'm like, why can't this wait? OMG. She absolutely held her own. She absolutely held her own. And especially what she's enduring right now. Whew. Child. NC said, Brit last minute just grabbed some random stuff that was lying around her house. Like, girl, didn't even have the sense to show up with jumbo toilet paper packs from Sam's Club. Yep. Me too. Me too. It's that Kimmy said, yes, this episode made me like Drew more. Get rid of Ralph, though. Agreed. And that's the thing. It's not that I didn't like Drew. I just enjoyed other people's storylines more on this show. But I really enjoyed how she held her own this season because everybody's just picking on her. For no reason. Nobody's argument against Drew makes sense. D. Nicole said Drew definitely stood 10 toes down and got the girls together on this episode. She sure did. Is that what you think was happening? If so, genius. Gabrielle said that's probably why she made it all dried out like that. Probably. GP said Drew is Porsha's storyline because what else is going on and where is Future? Is that the name that was blocked out? Sad thing is, I can absolutely see Porsha with Future. I can absolutely see that coupling. JG said Dennis needs to get his money up a little more so he can truly get his woman back. Please. Porsha and Dennis really be googly eye over one another. They just need to make it work. They just need to make it work. Love Like You Are said, and Drew flipped it and called her out on it. She sure did. And Porsha wasn't ready. Oh, I'm just gonna leave. You're aggressive right now. You just called out her little situationship on camera. Now, okay, if Drew said, well, yeah, you're dating Future, that was, if the name that Drew said was Future, I'm going to take back favoritism on what I said about favoritism on this show and absolutely say that was Future's lawyers that blocked his name from this show. If Drew mentioned Future. The N and the H said Dennis is telling Porsha anything to keep her quiet to get off his back. Probably. Gabrielle said I would never have another relationship with Porsha if I was Dennis after her trying to fight my mother on national TV. Let's just co-parent. But that's the thing. They can't just co-parent when both of them make the waters very murky. They are both very, very, very messy. Yes, the line is always moving. He is absolutely the problem. Absolutely. Yasmin said, Porsha is starting these rumors, not Dennis. She is just using him as a scapegoat. Porsha has learned nothing from season 9. Child. Miss Gigi88 said, Porsha, Dennis, and Drew planned this storyline to help each other. You think so? Because it's not working for Drew. GP said, even if Drew and Dennis were dating, Porsha didn't have a problem taking time. Well, she did not. She did not. But was he taken? Because Simon and Fallon are not at all bothered. Like, it's weird, especially with Fallon. She's like, no, it's cool. And then she comes out with a boyfriend. That was her assistant who she got pregnant by. Like, anyway, Kiki said, and Dennis the hamster. Okay. Thinks his behavior he's displaying is cute. Go raise your daughter and get off our screens. Stop all that heavy breathing. What is it? He's what is that? Why does he do that? Is he congested? I can't take a Porsha. Sneeze, cough, something. My God, today. Always, because Drew was turning it back on her because there is no issue. There is no issue. Porsha just creates one. Hypocrite. No, see, okay. Here, now I'm glad we're here. If it was Future, that was Future. Future's lawyers did that. Future's lawyers did that. That was not favoritism. That was not favoritism. Mama Star, finally back on the live again, said Porsha is jealous and Dennis don't want her. She wants him back because her stealing that girl's husband failed. Porsha is trying to run back to Dennis, and he knows it. That's why he's acting the way he's acting, because he knows that he's back on her radar again. JG said, I know it's just better to not be Candy. What? I know it's just better not be Candy baby daddy. Black that Drew. I know this better not be Candy's baby daddy. No, that guy looked young. That guy looked young. At least the way he was dressing. Oh, no way. If it was, it would have been a bigger storyline. I don't think that's him. Hey, Porshecula. Thank you for being here. They would be the perfect couple. I can absolutely see that. Greta said, your review is more entertaining than the entire season. Thank you, Greta. Miss Brown Sugar said, I almost missed this. Hey, Nikki, hey, Star fan. Hey, Miss Brown Sugar. Yasmin said, that's because Future's lawyers probably told them. Yep, I think that's exactly what happened. I think that's exactly what's happened. The internet said Future is just messing with all the housewives, huh? Can I just say, I think it's just black women. I think it's just black women. Future, it's just black women. I don't like the only black man with money, power, and influence that doesn't date white women of all people is Future. My God, today I'm like, is there not a white woman that you can terrorize? Please leave the black community alone. Like, my God, today. Lord. He knows what he wants, child, and it's a sister. Gabrielle said, well, Drew was protected when she brought up LeBron James. No, that was LeBron James. That was LeBron James. His people said, nope. Nope. Hey, Ayana. Thank you for being here. Hey, Steph. GP said, also, can Angela please stop putting Charles on the screen? Why is that lady on a girl trip on our anniversary? Listen, next week, she's going to call Charles and ask him if he's sad, and he's going to be like, no. She's like, you're not sad that we're not together for the first time on our anniversary? He's going to be like, no. I just want her to stop filming with him. Maybe that's just his personality, but he just acts like he does not like her. And I don't like watching it. It's uncomfortable. So Steph said, I felt bad for Kelly because I had a high conflict co-parent. I saw the fear on her face and the anxiety. Absolutely. Everything in her changed when he mentioned that man's name. And I was just like, everything that she said that her ex-husband did to her, he absolutely did. He absolutely did. Miss Brown Sugar said, that's the thing. Porsha and Shamia have made Drew more sympathetic by their hateration in this dancery. Yeah, Drew is being messy, but they're being malicious. Great observation, Miss Brown Sugar. Miss GG88 said, when Kelly, aka Waffles' daughter, said people will start thinking Uncle Lamont is her father, then she said, well, they don't need to know our business. I hollered. She is adorable. Yeah. The twins are so cute. They are so cute. Love Like You Are said, and didn't Waffles' ex-husband also threaten her in court? Yes, he did. Yes, he did. Spency said, I can't stand he hits when he's a good dad. Houseway, absolutely. Absolutely. You cannot be a good dad if you're terrible to the mother of your children. It doesn't work. It doesn't work that way. It doesn't work that way. The NNH said they do the sharing too to cause drama. It's annoying, especially when they don't have no storyline, child. Kiki said, can you imagine if Brit presented that ball here? It would never happen. GP said, no shade, just rent a luxury Airbnb, the entire villa. Oh, gosh. So simple. So what are they doing with that money? What are they doing with that money over there? Bravo. You need to audit the Real Housewives of Atlanta. Nisha said, hey, sorry I'm late. Happy Monday to our family. You're right on time, Nisha. Thank you for being here. Gabrielle said they kind of boring though this season. They needed to be partner up. You know what? That's a great observation. Maybe that's why. Maybe that's why, to get some drama going. That would make sense. Social stuff said that's definitely her type. He has an old face. He just looks a lot older. So when she was just like, he's much younger than me, I'm like, well, how much younger? Because I thought you were the the young one in the relationship. Wow. What the hell is going on in Amsterdam? What the hell is this man? 39. What is going on? The youth is going through it. The youth is going through it. Yikes. Yikes. And he has that delicious dark skin. That darkies don't age. That deep melanated skin helps us. So what is he going through? Ooh, black people people don't age like that. What's going on, Mr. Amsterdam? Amsterdam racial demographics. Dutch. Okay, yeah. Them Dutch is something else. Yeah, okay. OG colonizers, I get it. Yeah, they putting them through it. That happens. That happens. That happens. Oh, he does look like David Ruffin. And he also looks like Secret Lovers. Is that Peaches and Herb? Yeah. That's what we are. No. No, he don't look like Herb. No, is it the wait, Earth, Wind, and Fire? Who's the bass player? Yes! Yes! He looked like Verdine. He looked like Verdine White from Earth, Wind, and Fire. Yes! That's exactly who he looks like. Cynthia, like Porsha, in my opinion, they're attracted to men. Like, it's just, that's it. Well, not Cynthia. Cynthia. No, she tried it. She tried it. You know what? The girls are queer. I'm thinking about the Real Housewives of Atlanta. The girls are queer. Yes. Well, never mind. I don't know what their type is. I don't know what their type is. Or at least a black 52. I was like, how old is Cynthia? She looks younger. Well, she looks young for her age. She black. That's how black women in their 50s look. At least the ones with money. Oh my gosh, she's almost 60. Cynthia's almost 60. That's a good 58. That's a good 58. Yeah. She's almost 60. Wow. Money well spent. Kiki said, it's a new day. Kiki said she just needs to date him. She don't need to get married again. You know what? But some women are the marrying kind. Some women are the marrying kind. Like Wendy Williams, she was just like, I'm not a girlfriend, I'm a wife. I don't understand it. I don't understand older women getting married, in my opinion. I mean, I get it, like if that's what you want to do, is what you want to do. But it's just like, you've done it. You don't got to do, especially like when you coined up after him. And I don't know, I'm like, you've done it already. Nobody's harassing you to get married now at your big age. That was for what your 20s were for, right? You've done it. Live your life. Live your life. Why attach your assets to a man? Unless he got more than you, do it. If not, what's it worth? What's it worth? Damn near a 90s baby. Damn near a 90s baby. Wow. Wow. Gabrielle says she has a type. I think Michael's a fluke. I can see Peter with locks. If he could, Peter looks younger. If he could grow them, and this man is a mix between Peter and Leon. I can see that. Love Like You Are said Waffles need to mind her business because what beef does she? That came out of nowhere. It was really, really weird. GP said that was the issue. Everyone at the table does not have an issue with Drew. Thank you. I was like, where have I been? I think I watched every episode. D. Nicole said Kelly is definitely speaking based on her conversations with Shamia. I agree. Social Steph said, I don't feel bad for Drew at all, and I like her, but you started out filming with Dennis. But I'm like, what is the problem? Especially remember, when Porsha and her first sat down, Porsha said she already knew. She's like, yeah, he already told me he was going to work with you. So what's the problem? So now you're just like, oh, well, it's the fact that you're filming with him. This is her life. She has to film what she's doing, and she's working on an album. It just happens to be with Dennis. He's in every aspect of it. So can she not show that portion of her life? And also, if she said this to Drew, that she didn't want Dennis to film, and then if she said the same thing to Dennis still filmed after Porsha asked him not to, and continues to film with Drew. She ain't mad at him. It's weird. It's weird. Social stuff said, I didn't understand Kelly's comment because does Drew have an issue with it? She doesn't. Like, it was just weird. It's just weird. D. Nicole said, Drew doesn't have an issue with anyone. Shamia and Porsha have a problem with Drew. Tell it. Mama Star said, Dana was giving Porsha that work. And now, Mom, excuse me. Let's have some decorum. What is going on? And what did you start talking like that? J&G said, but Drew was out of line to even make that comment. It wasn't necessary. Was it about the divorce? See why Simon is divorcing her? If that's what you mean, I agree. Gabrielle said, I need Kenya back. These ladies really don't know how to tell the truth. Kenya makes sure the truth is always told before she digs in. Listen, we all want her back, but Kenya, she made this situation for herself. Like, what she did was egregious. Like, she did it at her job. There's no way. There's no way Bravo could keep her on the show. They would lose their show, their network, messing around with what Kenya did. Miss Sugar said, I always thought that it was Dennis's royalties would pay for college. However, Drew could have cleared it up way sooner, but she loves the mess too. Points were made. Social Stuff said Drew had a problem with Kenya. She kept going to the network to get her fired for trying to bring Ty into her storyline via Ming Lee, according to Jessie Wu. I heard that too. I heard that too. Ciao. GP said, but also stop weaponizing the children. Drew's comment was very lighthearted. It was. I did not see any malice. And every time they run it back, I'm like, there's no malice there. There's no malice there. I don't know why Shamia did that. Social Stuff said they do the same thing on Beverly Hills. If Kyle don't like somebody, them girls have to fall in line. True. They're still not in a good place. They're still not in a good place. But they want to act like they're this united front. After Shamia then talked to everybody on the cast about how poorly Porsha is treating her. And that's another reason why Shamia wants this to dead, why she wants to dead it, because she don't want the ladies to start talking to Porsha about what Shamia told them. Miss Sugar said, P.S. We all know that it ain't going to happen, though. Even if the album goes well, the royalties are not the cash cow they once were. Very true. Yasmin said, I see how Shamia and Porsha have been friends for so long. They are both liars and act like losers. Okay. Yikes. Speaking of yikes, my God, today we got some comments in here. Social Stuff said Angela's being very messy, saying she didn't get involved in their friendship because at the pampered Porsha party, Angela said they served it up on a platter. Well, here's the thing. Angela has to be messy because, like, without her, what are we going to have? Everybody's falling in line behind Porsha and Shamia. Nobody wants to have any conflict. Like, we're going to need somebody to stir the pot, and Angela has taken on that role. GP said the album is good, though, so Dennis may be a good producer. I didn't know it was out. I'll have to listen. Social Stuff said, I would never get involved in their toxic codependent friendship. Nope. Sarah said, you always end up the bad guy in a messy friendship like theirs. Very true. Don't take nothing back. Miss Sugar said, it's like the Richards sisters, getting people in their business only to turn the moment anyone comments. Stay far away. Absolutely. Porshekula said, Shamia did the same thing to Kenya when Kenya told a group of women at an event that Shamia called her for advice when she went into labor. She knew Porsha would feel away, so she turned on Kenya. Very great observation. Oh, we're in on it. Let me tell you something. One thing about the Star family, We be watching these shows. Okay. So Steph said that if Drew had a brain, she would know everything she said Shamia would take back to Porsha, especially since they were coming off the Don't Film with My Baby Daddy drama. But here's the thing. She did not make that comment maliciously. So she never thought it was going to go back as a dig or an insult. So that's why she was gagged that Porsha had a problem with her after that. She's just like, what are you talking about? And her issue became with Shamia because how she said it was not how Shamia took it back. This reunion is going to be very interesting. JG said that's why everyone shouldn't have tried to fight Shamia's fight against Porsha, but Shamia was manipulating everybody to do that. She won't stand up to Porsha, but she wants to make everybody else do it. They've been friends for most of their lives. I think Kandi was even pissed she couldn't fully break them up. Or was Kandi put in the middle of their relationship because Shamia would vomit out her issues that she has with Porsha onto Kandi. Then Kandi wants to take that on and protect her. And next thing you know, Kandi becomes a problem. That happened to me, baby. Lesson learned. Lesson learned. Never again. Never. I'm a mind my business. The NNA said the previews looked like they were ganging up on Brit next. I'm sure Drew was happy to have a minute to breathe. Were they ganging up on Brit, or were they just finally tired of her? Yeah, hopefully Drew's going to get a break. So Steph said, I like Drew, but she comes off as she's acting all the time, so it's hard for people to relate to her. I can see that. Miss Brown Sugar said the thing about Atlanta is more of them should admit to being very Southern, and for some of y'all a little country. Ain't nothing wrong with it. I wish they would dig into that even more. Like, let us see your Black American Southern roots. Especially, especially now with Cowboy Carter. I don't know why production didn't dig into that. That would have been genius. Drewski said, I'm late, but I saw the Drew versus Porsha clip, and I still am gagged that Drew cleared her, and by a lot. Oh, she did a great job. Adrian said, Porsha cannot relate to Drew because Simon wasn't a husband. He was a sponsor. The only thing she's losing is a house. Drew is losing a family. Star family! Y'all are killing it. That is a great observation. Let me read that again, Adrian. Porsha cannot relate to Drew because Simon wasn't a husband. He was a sponsor. The only thing she's losing is the house. Drew is losing a family. Pass the collection plate. I'm mad I didn't think that. I didn't say that. Go ahead, Adrian. So Seth said, y'all went up for Juan's roommate. She only had $35 in her checking and savings combined. I know I'm not included in that, y'all. Ciao. Great TV. Great TV. Great TV. Baby, she was showing up wearing Balenciaga with the tag still on, because when she was done filming that scene, she was returning that back to Bloomingdale's. My God, today. Phenomenal TV. Joe Gold said, if I ever become as wealthy as Shamia, I hope I'm not holding on to a toxic friendship just because our moms used to be friends. Ciao. Ciao. It's so relatable. It's so relatable. Why not? Why not be the voice and the vision of the audience? Why not? You know what? I don't think so either. I don't think she's doing well. But it's the season's still young. Miss Brown Sugar said, but the difference is Jen is white, blonde, and came from money. True. She was given a lot of room to be a darling despite being a brokey, all consequences of her own actions. Very, very true. So Steph said, yes, Simon said in the divorce papers she was dating Future and it got leaked to the blog. Oh, child. Alana said, yes, it was Future and I can see it. That's the thing. I can see it. I can literally see these two together. It makes sense. Because I think it was a rumor at one point, but I don't think it was true. Joe said, I wish Porsha and Drew would embrace the bisexual icons that they are and stop beefing during Pride Month. The community is in shambles. Listen, the girls are queer on all of these housewife shows. I think the only housewife show that isn't fully queer is probably Orange County. But only time will tell. Only time will tell. But the girls are queer. Miss Roshika says, so that everybody know who this black character was. I don't know this man, but I do know it's nasty work to insist that Drew needed to say she was dating anyone while she was dealing with that sociopath. Like, come on. Porsha, you know how this goes. You know how this goes. So to try to force her to say that she's dating this man while dealing with Rumpelstiltskin in her basement, you knew. And I didn't like that. I did not like that. Oh, thank you, Abu Baker. Because of the heat, Palm Springs has the pride in November. Makes sense. It makes sense. Because, Palm Springs, in the summer, your skin will peel. Your skin will peel. That sun ain't no joke. That sun ain't no joke. It's so much. I'm like, just sneeze. Jade said Fallon was pregnant by the dang pool boy. When are y'all going to stop with that narrative? Also, Fallon and the pool boy are definitely trying to get back on the show. That baby is so young. He's so young. Poor thing. Poor thing. Kiki said Future Love and NDA. She definitely probably couldn't get that name slip. She didn't. Now that's why she got up out of that chair when Drew said Future. She said, oh, you're being aggressive. I'm going to go. We're getting nowhere. I could definitely see Porsha and Future. Oh, yes, you're right. The baby, thank you, Ariana. Candy's baby father is Block, not Black. You're right. Thank you, guys. Miss GG88 said the public is much more upset about Porsha stealing Simon than Fallon. She's over there popping out babies by the man she cheated with. They're just messy. I honestly feel like that was an open marriage. It's given open marriage because neither one of them were upset. Like, he wasn't upset about the pool boy or Fallon's assistant, and Fallon wasn't upset about Porsha. I'm like, oh, y'all giving swingers. Maybe they were swinging, and that's how they got together. I wouldn't be surprised if they were swinging with Porsha. It's Atlanta, child. It's Atlanta. So Steph said, at the time they said Porsha was dating Future, he was also dating this very popular white girl, Rihanna. Oh my God, he was with, is it YouTube or white girl? Because I was about to get excited. I was like, oh my God, he's finally moving over to white women. I need him to leave us, get out of the black woman streets, please. Please. Drewski said, loudly as his kept, Dennis was never off Porsha's radar. Her whole show, she was clearly trying to make. Ciao. Yeah, Yasmin said, I mean, this is their job, so I'm not mad at them being on trips for important moments. Yeah, I mean, I get that. I get that. Have we ever had a husband on The Real Housewives of Atlanta who loves his wife? Oh, Chocolate! The athletes. Oh, Mr. Chocolate loved his Jamaican queen down. He did not play about her. When he was about to beat up Kenya over her, I was like, hold on, Mr. Chocolate. Hold on. That's the only one, and they're no longer on the show. Ayana said, Angela needs to stop talking to Charles. It's now making me in my home. I don't like it. He just does not care. Joe said, Charles reminds me of how my granddad used to talk to my grandma. He loved her, but he was not nice to her. Hate that for Angela. I don't know. This is the thing. They said that he was shopping around a reality show back in the day. And I'm like, he does not get that he likes being on camera. How is their reality TV show going to go? Hey, Cam. Cam said, did I miss something that Porsha did to Drew to try to get back at her? Why does Porsha feel Drew wants to get back at her by filming? It's weird. It doesn't make sense to anybody, Cam. It's so weird. Nobody knows why she is picking this beef. You know what? We do know why. She's picking this beef with Drew because she can't pick it with Dennis. She's deflecting. JG says, speaking on queer, I don't know how Drew is able to skirt around the entire relationship being directly addressed. The way she fumbles over her words in interviews, they definitely dated. Yeah, because it's a clear no. It's a clear no. But you also have to realize Drew's mom is a pastor. And you know how them Black Christians feel about the gays, child, especially them older ones. So I don't know. I don't know if she is in an environment where she can be who you are for your pride. I don't know if she can do that. Especially when one of your primary caretakers is a pastor. So I don't know if she could do that. Miss Brown said this cast is so deeply attached to Black Southern conservatism. They will do all kinds of stuff, but never boldly proclaim anything besides straight and Christian. Very true. Very true. I'm gagged. 86? Where? I'm gagged. She really is. She really, really is. And it's traumatizing. Hey, Brittany said the difference with Porsha and Ralph is because they dragged Drew. Drew and Dennis actually filmed working on her album, which is, it's just so weird that Porsha is picking this fight. Because I'm like, how did you not know that? Dennis absolutely told you what was going to happen when y'all were pillow talking. They've had some drive-bys. Miss Brown Sugar said Dennis is who Porsha really have is who Porsha should really have a problem with, but that be too much. Very true. Brittany said Porsha thought Dennis was spilling her tea, so she. Oh, good observation. Because let me tell you something. One thing about Porsha and Dennis, they love to gossip. Oh, them two gossiping queens. Oh, they be gossiping together about every and anything. Because Porsha, everything she pillow talk with Dennis about, she take to her confessionals and forgets that she didn't that she never said the first part of what Dennis said. That's what she did in one of her confessionals when she was talking. I think when she was talking about who Drew was seeing, and she's like, "No, but wait." I know their gossip sessions are juicy, child. Juicy. Where did she learn that from? We don't talk like that over here. Excuse me. Excuse me. She is. She's made a space for herself on this show. She is absolutely needed. She is. Vodka says, do you think Dorit will just go back to being Kyle's puppet? Absolutely. She's the HBIC of that show. She's the HBIC of that show. It's going to be so sad to see Bose lose her white ally. But we told her. We told her. Miki says, hi, Nikki. Why didn't Bravo lose the network behind the Tom Sandoval revenge P against Ariana? What? Revenge porn against Ariana? What happened? Did they film that? Because if you're talking about Tom, if you're talking about Ariana talking about the video that she saw on Tom's phone of Raquel pleasuring herself, that wasn't filmed. They told us what happened, but the show didn't film it. Kenya set up an entire scene with the show, but not letting them know. Or if she did let them know, I would say something. If I was her, I would have been like, they all knew. Now they're acting like it's a big deal. But she filmed that whole scene and showed pictures of Brit, who was underage at the time, performing oral sex on someone. Let me tell you something. If they would have left that in and kept Kenya as a cast member, if I were Brit, I would have been like, jackpot. I would have quit that show got Cassie's lawyer, and I would have taken Bravo to task. This is all hypothetical. Bravo, especially NBC, I would never do such a thing. I'm just saying Brit may have if you didn't make the right decision that you made. So it wasn't the same thing. What Kenya did was filmed with Bravo's cameras. They had to move quick. So Steph said Kenya made this whole fuss about spilling the tea since her event that tired YouTube video. Where's the rest of the tea? Where's the promo for her channel? Yeah. Poor thing. Oh, they filmed the reunion this Thursday. Child, let's go. I think Drew and Porsha are going to be first chairs. Because that's like the only beef really this season. I think Drew and Porsha are going to be first chairs. Or, yeah, Drew and Porsha are going to be first chairs. I think Shamia is going to be sitting next to Porsha. Or maybe not, depending on where they're at right now, their relationship. I see Cynthia sitting on the end. Cynthia and Waffles, I think, are going to be sitting on the end. I don't know. Please, Star Family, let us know when the next Gen show starts. I got to be honest. I've seen a few clips in some teaser trailers. It does not look interesting. Hope I'm wrong. Love Like You Are said even Waffles was ganging up on Brokey Brit, and that's probably where the friction started between them. Which in the trailer, it just seemed very weird because I'm just like, y'all been chill this entire time. What just happened to make you that Grenada trip is going to be real weird, real weird. Okay, proud of the work that we do here. JG said the issue is production no longer is directly tied to our culture. We don't get the touches of history like we used to. No more than 265 days a year, Underground Railroad, trip to Athens with Chuck versus Faye. You're right. Because in the beginning, they were doing that. In the beginning, the Real Housewives of Atlanta was really adamant about showing us Black American Southern culture. They really were. That doesn't happen anymore. Oh, yeah. But those right-wing conservatives, never coming out, Sierra. Never coming out. No, we'll never get it. We'll never. Oh, she got engaged. Congrats, Uba. Are we going to see it? What's going on with the Real Housewives of New York, child? I'm so sorry. A Wonderful Life. Thank you so much for being here. JG said Fowler was definitely disgruntled. She wasn't happy at all about being kicked to the curb. Really? Because from what I saw, she was just like, no, it's fine. Me and Simon weren't together at the time. We were actually breaking up. Like in the beginning, she was defending Porsha. I don't know what happened since. Oh, Greg and Nene, you're right. Oh, yes, you're right. You're right. Greg and Nene. Yep. That's what I was going to say. Honk the horn on him, Greg. Yeah, you're right. And a bad attitude. I was about to be messy. Thank you, Lord. I was about to be messy. But it wasn't about Peter. It was going to be about his daughter. Miss Brown Sugar said Ross and Cynthia. He does. He loves her. He don't play about that woman. I think Todd loves him some Candy. True. He seems a little disgruntled on camera. And of course, our beloved Angel Greg. Yes. So Steph said I was watching the episode when Peter and Cynthia got married and they didn't have the money day off. You're right. And her mother was like, don't do it. The end of the age said Larsa Pippen used to mess with Future, so she definitely messes with white women. It's given escort. I'm sorry. The way this lady moves in this industry. Something is up. And I need that messy Brazilian on the Real Housewives of Miami to get to the T. I need her to get to the T. Wait a minute. That's what Porsha said. And Brit said that she was underage when she did that. That's what she said. Oh, she was over 18? Well, remember when Porsha responded to Kenya's Instagram post? And she was just like, because Kenya was saying that nobody protected her or called her. She did a video or something and posted it. And Porsha responded and was just like, Kenya, that's not fair. What were we supposed to do when you posted a pic of a person performing in a sexual act and they were underage? That man know how to get a coin. That man know how to get a coin. Oh, a cooking show? Mr. Charles, you don't have the personality to hold an audience. Or maybe he does have the personality to hold the audience and he is just resentful that his wife got a show before him, because a lot of women do not realize you're allying up with your biggest enemy. Those men be jealous. That's what we could be witnessing. Jealousy. CM says some of those pics are still on Tumblr from that event they had, that big crackdown about Tumblr's still around? Ciao. Oh, Gabrielle said Kenya might be coming back next season. LOL, she shut up pretty quickly. All right. Jess John said Brit was not underage. That has been debunked multiple times. I'm not saying what she did was right, but an underage narrative is dangerous for everyone who says it. Well, listen, that was the information that I was privy to from Porsha. Any way you sliced it, Kenya was wrong, though. Oh, you think Porsha and Shamir are first chair? Well, let's see how the season ends. Maybe you're right. Oh, it starts tomorrow. Everything is starting June 3rd. Wow. JG said what Kenya did was low down and horrendous. She should have been let go after the Kim Fields chair pull, and then what she did, that bolo stunt. She was on borrowed time. I agree with that. Vaca said, I'm looking forward to Miami next because right now Atlanta is giving snooze. Absolutely. But see, the thing is, unfortunately, Bravo don't give Miami its due diligence. It's a great show. Oh my gosh, yes! Mr. Chocolate can't stay off of her child. Go ahead, Cynthia. Aww. She moving real weird for a woman that's supposed to have some money. Ciao. Just John said Todd looks disgruntled on screen a lot of times because he has been given a hard time on the show from the moment he came on the scene. Her mama treated him bad and fans treated him like a +1. I can agree with that. He had a really hard time. Poor guy. Judge Jonathan said Brit was under 21, but over 18. Remember, Porsha is a civil rights granddaughter. Video vixen who looks for, oh my gosh. Is that you, Brit? My God, today. Let me get 2 more. Just Jonathan. She on your head, Porsha. CM said, Tom will be having good tea because folks forgot about it, LOL. Them and Reddit have the YouTube tea. Let me tell you something. Is that YouTube or white? See, guys, I'm millennial. When you write YT, I think YouTube. I will say Reddit, girl, they be having some stuff on there. I know, I saw that too. What a headline. Prayers up for Dwight, y'all. Prayers up. Oh. It's not a Jordan. It's not a Jordan. Okay, you mean white. Thank you. CM. Thank you. We're going to end here with CM. No, we're going to end here with a super chat from Nicole. Hey, name twin. Nicole said, is it just me or does Shamia not look happy? I don't think Shamia doesn't look happy. I think she's just trying to find her footing. Thank you, Nicole. I think she's trying to find her footing. Shamia doesn't know. I think Shamia came on here thinking she was going to be the funny girl, right? And then she got forced to be the head honcho of the show. And because of that, it caused friction in her relationship with Porsha. So now she's taking herself down from being a head honcho. Now she's trying to be the funny lapdog friend, and it's just not working. She needs to stay where the show put her, and Porsha can figure out the rest. She's just trying to find her footing. She's just trying to find her footing. Yeah, I think she's stressed because she's trying to find her footing. And the only reason why she's trying to find her footing is because Porsha didn't like the position that she was in. So she took herself out of that position, and now she's trying to scramble. It's not working. It's not working. Don't lower yourself to make other people feel comfortable. Do not do it. Anyway, Starfam, let me get out of here. Thank you all so much for joining me. Tomorrow, we're going to do a reality TV chat. We are going to talk about, finally, the Never Ever Mets is back. The Never Ever Mets, 90 Day Fiance, the regular show, and 90 Day Fiance, The Hunt for Love. And then we're going to do, no, we're not going to do that because that's Wednesday. Yeah, so we're just going to do one reality TV chat tomorrow. And don't worry, I've watched these episodes. So I'll be on time. I will be on time. Prayer up for Dwight, you guys. And thank you all so much for joining me. I will see you tomorrow for another live. Bye. OMG. Now I got to go chastise